Hi witches, welcome back to my channel. This is Wordy Witch Writes, where we talk about everything related to writing, including editing and reading. Today I'm going to talk about my October goals, how they went, and how I'm going to apply what I've learned this last month to my November goals. I did just do a video a couple weeks ago about what I wanted to do in November. I'll link it somewhere in here or in the description below for you to watch if you are interested. Let me begin by reviewing what my goals were. So the first one was to outline my first 3 novels in my Paranormal Cozy Mystery series. My second goal was to start writing 8,000 words a week. My third goal was to get 1 new editing client. My fourth goal was to publish both my website and my YouTube channel by October 13th. My fifth goal was to join the Editorial Freelance Association. My sixth goal was to take some courses on Skillshare and see what I thought about that platform. Okay, so let's just start with my first goal, which was the outlining the 3 novels. I did that over the course of a week. My outlining process is very simple. I have like a template and then I just fill in vague ideas. And then whenever I start to get stuck in my writing, I take time and I really dive into it a little bit more. I don't waste a lot of time on outlining because I am not a pantser in that I don't have an outline, but I'm not an outliner where I have to stick with that outline. As things are writing, sometimes I come up with new ideas or I get inspired by something that I experience and I want to incorporate that into what I'm writing. So that is why my outlining process went so quickly. So that one was done and out of the way the first week of October. So that means that led me to my second one, which was starting to write 8,000 words a week. And so that started October 6th. And the first week I hit 8,000 words. The second week I only hit 7,000 words. The third week I hit 8,600 words. And this last week I only hit another 7,000 words. So all total I was just under this last week at 28,000 words. It was actually like 27,984 words or something like that. We're just going to round it up for math's sake to 28,000, which means I averaged about 7,000 words a week, which was pretty good considering I haven't actually sat down to write like that in a very long time. And getting my writing muscle back into shape took a lot of practice. My first week, I was trying to write after I got home from work, and that just really wasn't working for me. I didn't have my fellow teachers out there can agree to this, like my brain was just fried. There's that study, I don't know if you've ever heard it, that teachers get asked like 1,500 questions a day or have to make 1,500 decisions in one day, something like that. So it's just like, my brain just wasn't wanting to fire. So the next week I changed it, and in the mornings I always get up at 5 to work on something related to my author business, and that week I was editing. So the next week I switched it and I started writing at 5 in the morning, and then the week when I got home I edited. And for some reason, I think because I was still kind of in teacher brain, editing after work was really easy for me. It wasn't something that felt like super taxing. Whereas like the creative process woke me up for the day and I felt like happy and energized when I was going to work. So I stuck with writing in the mornings, and my word count was much better the next week. I didn't have to like force myself to write like I was having to do the week before. So I definitely am going to stick with writing in the mornings. I don't think I failed on that goal. I didn't get the 8,000 words, so I guess technically I failed, but I still did 7,000, which is 1,000 words a day. And when you're writing full time, that's probably not a good thing. But when you're writing in conjunction with working another full-time job and interacting with your family and starting a YouTube channel and a website and a blog and a business and figuring all of this out, I feel like that's pretty good. So I'm not going to like get angry with myself for not meeting that goal. One thing I do know that I really struggled with was writing on Sundays. I don't really know why. I've always called Sunday bum day. It's something that I started in college where I would just take a break from everything in college and just enjoy and relax. And it's kind of carried over into my adult life where we just kind of relax on Sundays. Maybe we do some laundry, but I don't really like to go anywhere. I don't really like to do anything. I like to stay in sweatpants and hoodies or comfortable clothes and mentally prepare for the work week. And I think that just kind of carried over into my writing. But right now that's not going to work if I want to make this 2-year goal a thing, this big term goal. So my small term goals, I'm going to have to figure out something to do to get my butt into the chair to write on Sundays. I think another problem I was encountering was I was recording my videos on Saturdays and editing on Saturdays and Sundays and getting them uploaded. I think I need to find more time during the week to make my videos, and I need to take some time and batch make a couple videos or something. I don't really like doing that idea, but that's what some YouTube success people say they do. So maybe it's something I need to consider. But figuring out something else that I'm not spending all of my weekend working on the YouTube channel, that it's balanced out. I think once I get a better handle on all of this, it'll come together. So figuring that out, I think maybe making my videos on Fridays afternoons and editing Friday evenings and Saturdays while I'm still writing on Saturday and Sunday, I think that'll work better. My next goal after that was to join the Editorial Freelance Association. I wanted to use money that I earned from freelancing to do that, and I was able to do that. So I've joined that organization. I've kind of been stalking their forums and learning some things. There's some courses that I want to take once I get paid this next round from my editing that I'm going to take to help with my developmental and my copy editing. I talked about that in that other video, so I'm not going to talk about that a lot. The biggest goal I think this week or this last month that I accomplished was publishing my website and my first videos. Making a YouTube channel was a lot more work than I thought it was going to be, and it's also a lot of nerves, and I recognize that not very many people are going to be watching these first videos, so if you are one of those that are watching this, I really do appreciate you, and I think just it's a big learning process. So I'm very proud of myself. I published those videos on October 13th, and so far it's been going okay. It's a lot more work than I was expecting, but we'll get it figured out. And then the final thing I did was take some Skillshare courses. I got this for a free month for their subscription from a different YouTube author that I watch, and I took her courses and I took a couple others, and overall I took 4 courses. They were all under an hour. They all were related to book marketing and editing, and I can't say that I learned anything that I didn't already know. So like the biggest piece of advice they said was to start your platform, your author platform, before you have books to market, or as soon as you feel comfortable doing it. And so obviously I had already started that with this channel, this website. So I did not renew that subscription. I canceled it before it started pulling money. I didn't feel like I got anything from Skillshare that I couldn't get for free on YouTube. So it wasn't something, maybe you've had a different experience. Maybe you can drop that experience in the comments below. Maybe suggest a course for me to look at, and maybe I'll consider trying again. But right now I don't think Skillshare is something that is for me. I was expecting more information from it as opposed to just kind of very quick videos. I don't know. It just wasn't what I was expecting. When I take a course, I want to learn a lot more than what I already know, and that wasn't the experience with the videos that I watched. So it's not something I would recommend, but maybe you were at a different point. I'm at that point where I need to do the things instead of just looking for a shortcut. And so if you're one of those people who doesn't even know what all of that stuff is, those courses would be great for you. But because I've already read tons of books and taken other courses and watched a lot of YouTube videos, it wasn't anything that I didn't know, and I think I was looking for the quick answer again. And as always, that was disappointing. I didn't get them. So I think how I can apply what I've learned from this last month to my upcoming goals is just to continue making writing a priority, as well as editing my clients' work and finding that balance between all of it, and continue tinkering. I haven't even been doing this for a month, so I can't be too hard on myself for not having everything figured out. And I think that's something I have to remind myself, is that it's still learning, I'm still growing, and maybe in a couple of months I'll be able to think about like what videos work, what videos don't. I do want to try doing a couple different videos. I have one where we made macaroons and it didn't go well, and I want to talk about what I learned in that process, but I have to figure out the editing for all of that, and finding balance between that and writing has just been a big challenge. And I think what I'm gonna have to stop doing is watching so much TV after work and just make myself sit down and work. So that's just things that I'm thinking about. I just wanted to share how my month went with you. Hopefully it makes you feel like if you didn't get all of your stuff done, maybe you feel better knowing that I also didn't hit all of my goals. And we can work on our next month's goals together. So if you have any goals, please let me know what they are in the subscription or in the box below. And if you want to subscribe to see how my next few videos go, how my next month goes, how this whole process goes, I would really appreciate it. So hit that subscribe button. And yeah, those are my October goals, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. I can't wait to see you until next week. Bye, witches.